Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Canes will kick this away to get us going here. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Great. Look at that powerful running. Fighting off the tackler. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The back's got it. No shot to bring him down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. for visitors. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here's the option play. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Canes.
This is just a great job by the offense coordinator and the quarterback. Seeing a weakness from the defense, taking advantage of lack of numbers, using the design QB run, and putting 6 on the board.
And now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
The punt will bounce and go out of bounds. They'll spot it near the 25. Offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he released it. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And there's the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. Eludes a tackle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Lewis. Tries the right with a quick throw, and it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now. The Canes will line up to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Trying to create here on the move. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. Motion now from the tight end. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Tight end goes in motion. Using his legs here. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll hand it off. And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the kickoff goes out the side of the end zone, close to a penalty there, but it'll be a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Back to pass. It's Lewis. On the run here, lets it go. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And the defense wraps him up. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
And in great field position, can the defense force a field goal attempt here? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with the 25. takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Avila. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. They'll run it here. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Finds room at the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Getting set. Here's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Lewis. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here, just not able to hit it.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to run the option. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. That's a design quarterback keeper. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The shotgun handoff here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
14.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
He's got his man wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
They're going to run it here. Running through the tackle. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll go with the ground game in. Running back takes the handoff. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Hurricanes trying to cash in here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known at 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. He's going to hand this off. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll run the option. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Long enough and good. And the game now tied here in the final quarter.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looking for some space. It's Smith. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I'd have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
And the single back takes the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down.
Let's go.
They need to convert. He'll drop back. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Crowd getting cranked up, trying to help this defense on the final drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
First and 10 play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State. Got it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Well, I tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Brings up second and goal.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And now in a driving rainstorm, this field goal attempt is for the win. Right down the middle. And they jump back in front. Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last. And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the